the Louis Vuitton Mini Bumbag. This is a really popular design right now at Louis Vuitton. They've come out with tons of different colors in different materials. It looks like there's some really fun things coming up soon that you're able to pre-order. So I wanted to walk you through this bag a little bit because it is quite small, but I love it. It is fantastic for everyday use. It fits the essentials and it's really great for practical use and finding different ways to carry it around. Especially, I find if you're a mother with a young child, because a lot of crossbody bags sit around the hip. And that's generally where I'm carrying my daughter, is when they're kind of a little bit older, they sit on your hip. So that doesn't always work for me. So I love the idea of this crossbody and how I can kind of keep it in front of me or behind me and just sling it around, and it's no fuss. So, if you're new here, my name is Lexi, and I love to discuss anything to do with fashion. I really love luxury handbags, so I'm going to walk you through this mini bum bag. I bought this bag mid January 2025, so I've had this for a couple months now. I really wanted an everyday bag that I knew I could just use and abuse. Originally, I went in looking for a Damier bin bag because I really wanted something that was going to be durable and maybe even an Alma in that color, just because canvas can be so much more tough than leather. Leather is softer. This is cowhide, so it's going to be more durable than something like a lambskin, but it is still going to be more soft than something like a canvas. So after handling this, and I also have a Speedy in the same leather material, the cowhide, and it was a little bit more durable feeling than I had originally thought. And so I thought I would give this one a go because I really love the design, and the monogram in the mini bum bag was not speaking to me. Was not my favorite. So the cognac really drew me in. So this color cognac is currently sold out in Canada. I'm not sure about the rest of North America. This is more of a staple item, so I could see it coming back into stock. So this set me back $2,950 Canadian, which is actually relatively low for a leather Louis Vuitton good, especially that it's got two straps. I was quite happy comparatively with the price point of this at Louis Vuitton. So again, this comes in quite a few colors and a few different materials. So in the leather, you've got a black, a chocolate, which looks like a really rich dark brown. You've got the cognac, which to me is this amazing color that I feel like I can wear with everything. I wear a lot of cool tones, especially blues. But even then, when I'm wearing something like a pinstripe shirt for work, or I'm running around in a dress, this baby does it all. I'm so happy with its color. I'm so happy I went with this bag. If you're more interested in the canvas, they do have the monogram. And I believe recently they came out with a Damier Azur, which is that checkered classic print with the white and the light gray, which is pretty fun. I I think that print you have to be a little bit more careful with. It is white, so it could yellow. I know that some other Damier Azur bags have yellowed through time from listening to other creators. So I've kind of steered away from that color, but it is a really cute one in this bum bag. It also comes in the bicolor leather. So the other one is the turtle dove with a cream. And pardon me, in the leather, there is also a cream. I personally wouldn't gear to the cream. It's beautiful, but the bum bag is kind of meant to be slashed around. So if you're wearing a jean jacket or you're wearing it around your waist, which is totally feasible and what you're expected to do with a bum bag, it's going to get color transfer on the cream. So if you want to baby it, that's totally cool. If you want something that, is more of an everyday, you really don't mind how it gets used, which is what I had bought this bag for, I would maybe stick to a darker color. Again, this cognac is wonderful. I also find it's multi-seasonal. I'm not a big black purse person in summer, so I like that I could wear this one in summer quite easily. So the size is 6.7 inches by 4.7 inches by 3.7. Now that sounds really small. And I get that. So I'm going to walk you through what I fit in the bag because it does fit all my essentials. And what's nice is you can see that there's this front pocket. So it's got a mini one as well. I know a lot of people will put their cards. They'll treat this like a front wallet, which I could see working really well. But I use a very small card holder from the men's section anyway, so it fits very nicely in. So this bag comes with two straps. Both are removable, so you can kind of play with what you want. You could just have one or the other. With none, I would find that exceptionally comfortable, but it is kind of cute. I always like to have a strap. I actually keep it with both straps on just because I feel like it's just kind of cool decoration. Another thing that I often do is I will put on my chain. So I'll show you what that looks like on, and let me get you some measurements for the straps. So the Cognac strap is adjustable. So this is leather. It's adjustable. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 belt holes. That's quite a bit. And it's got it's got double loops to keep the second strap in tight. I keep it on the loosest because I generally wear it almost like a crossbody fanny pack, which is the way I bought it for. But I do like just carrying it. It's even quite cute to just carry as such. I also sometimes just strap it underneath my shoulder. So the adjustable Cognac strap, on the shortest ring of the adjustable strap from the clip to the other end is 38 inches. So if you were to make it shorter, you could make it up to about 9 inches shorter. So that gives you quite a range as well, which is very nice. One thing I loved about this bag. So the gold chain again from clasp to clasp is, I would say, just 21 inches long. So you've got a lot of flexibility here, and I will walk through the different ways you can wear it and show you guys. But again, I keep both strapped on. I think it looks really cute. The other thing that I like to do is I have this keychain or bag charm. Technically, it's not a bag charm, I think, because it comes from the men's section. How you can tell is it has kind of the one clip here. If it were from the women's section as a bag chain or charm, sorry, it would have two of these clips. Because it has this circular one, it's technically from the men's. However, I love this one. It's really cool because it's got a couple different metal colors. So it's got the silver, the gold, and kind of a black. So I find it very multi-purpose. So with the bag charm, what I like to do is I will clip one clasp to the zipper at the front. I don't like to do this all the time because I think it will wear down the hardware a lot quicker, but it does look really good. But then I chain it across. So whether I have just the gold chain or I have the extra leather strap, I think this looks really cute. It does kind of make this go a little weird, so just be cognizant of that this bag was not meant for one of the shorter chains, but there is definitely a way to dress it up, and it looks pretty fun. Another thing I'd like to say about the chain straps is that they rotate really nicely. So they're on a bezel here so that they can rotate 360 so you're not getting them looped and stuff. The one thing you have to be careful of is which chain you put on first, right? So I actually have it so that the leather is behind the gold because I wear the leather more. So when I have it slashed on me, that the gold isn't kind of getting squished. So before we dive into what's in my bag, there are a few other options for kind of a fanny pack style at Louis Vuitton. So some of these came out after I purchased my mini bum bag, like the Keep It, but they're generally a lot wider and longer. Some are more in the men's section. They come out in some very cool colors, lots of different variety of materials again, between the canvas, the leather. So don't feel limited by the mini bum bag, but I vastly prefer the mini bum bag. And that's because I have a chest, as most women do. So when I think that the men's is a bit more suited for the men's, the high rise, the rush bum bag, even the Keep It, because it's much wider and thinner. And so it kind of smooshes all out front. And so it's a nice bag, don't get me wrong, but this, I like that it's shorter and wider. So I still am very happy with my Mini Bumbag purchase. I have to say, I use this thing the most. Out of all the purses I own, this one, it doesn't go in my cabinet. It just stays hanging up by the back door because unless I'm specifically picking a purse to wear that day for an outfit or I'm carrying a lot of things for my work, I have a great Fendi bag that I'm going to review for you guys as well. That this one, this is the go-to. So I don't even put it away. So what does it fit? Again, I find it fits the essentials. So I've got sunglasses. I keep these just in like a soft cloth pouch. They're not really big ones. I have fit bigger ones in here. They're just, a simple basic metal frame. So they're not exceptionally bulky, but you can fit them. They just have to be on the top. So I guess I should give you a look inside. So you can see in there, that's where the sunglasses are. So what else I have in here? So underneath, I always carry some sort of lip gloss with some color to it. I have the key pouch in the original. So this is the smallest one. I have a little coin pouch. And then I've got my wallet. So I have, again, I've discussed this in some of my other videos. I have a men's wallet. This fits more than just a typical card holder or the Romy wallet from the women's section. I love this. Again, I think I've talked about this in my other videos. It's 10 years old and it's fantastic. This thing has stood the test of time. If it comes out in a limited edition color, I'm going to have to get it because it's so fantastic. Just a little lambskin change purse. I also like to throw small things in when I find them. My key pouch, which I mostly actually use as a card holder because it fits gift cards really well. Somehow there's still money in there, but this fits in really nicely as well. And then I've got a pretty bulky lip gloss in here. So I wanted to kind of show that it fits a little bit more. You could probably fit another small item or two if you wanted a second lip gloss or for some reason your key fob in there. But I generally keep the small items, including my keys, in here. So I have a key fob. I have a little lip chap. I have also got random things, which, my daughter's swimming lessons ticket. And then a bunch of things like Band-Aids, hair ties. Gotta always have Band-Aids with a kid around and hair ties. And it looks like there's a coin in here as well. A penny. My goodness. Oh, it's American. I was going to say we don't have pennies. Okay, so you can see there's some good room in here. I also want to show you how beautiful the leather is. I wanted something that would, I don't know, feel worn and mined through time. There's some purses that I love to keep perfect, like my Pochette Croissant. That's something that I want to keep prim and proper. But this, I wanted to kind of get that intimate feel, like just so well loved, especially in this color. I don't know. It's really breaking in nicely. So I wanted to also show you how it's worn through time. So the only real damage that I have done is in the very top corner here. I think because it bulges out, I probably caught it. It's so hard to see, but I have kind of little tiny scratches in the leather. Not sure if you can even tell, but right in the corner here. And that's just a reminder for me to not be so reckless. But as far as the outside and like wearing on the corners and around the edges, it's been beautiful. It's held up really nicely. The only other thing I've seen, which is pretty standard, is that the clips on the side to hold the chains is leather. And so through time, with the chains rubbing, it's going to rub it off and make it dark. That is super typical. That's not something that I can really prevent unless I didn't use a chain. So that's just knowing. The one thing is I asked my CA about the embossing on the front because it does say Louis Vuitton Paris, which is a nice addition in the gold. And she's never really had an issue with it wearing off. I could see that becoming, something that happens and it's not fixable. I asked her ahead of time. That's nothing they can do about it. But it does also have these nice buttons on the front that say Louis Vuitton. It's very small, but always enjoying those details. You can also see the detail on the zippers, on the keychains. Again, this is a beautiful bag. It's got the microfiber lining. It's got the Louis Vuitton Paris on the inside. I have to say, this bag is a 10 out of 10 for me. I love it. I wear it so much. It's so nice to have something that's just like super easy to go with. And like I said, I'm not a big crossbody person because I don't like it going near my hip, but this sits so much higher. And there's a lot of different ways you can wear it. So let me walk you guys through that. So here are a few different shots. You could wear it over your shoulder, hangs a little bit lower. Again, you could shorten it as well. You've also got the shorter gold strap, which you could wear over your arm. Again, works as a shoulder strap as well. Very nice. So this is my preferred way to keep it. I keep it slung around. Again, this could be shorter. If you're shorter, it's not going to get too much longer. I have seen some people, however, if you wanted to make it longer, they will take the gold chain off and add it here so that it's an even longer strap. I don't mind the idea of it, but I also don't want necessarily the gold rubbing or getting unclipped too easily. And now, the last way that I think is a very cool way is to wear it as an actual fanny pack. So you could adjust it to your right height and use it as an actual fanny pack, which is cool. Probably wouldn't leave the chain on, but this is the ultimate hands-free way. But again, this is kind of on the waist, not really my style. But it's very cool. Very, very versatile, which is what I love about this bag. So thanks for sticking around and looking through my mini bum bag with me. Do you guys have one of the different fanny packs from Louis Vuitton? I'd love to hear how you guys think of those packs. I've really enjoyed having this style. And if you guys love yours, there's something you don't like about it, if you have the mini bum bag or something like the high rise or the keep it, tell me all about it in the comments. I'd love to have a chat. And thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.